playoffs. But they've got to, they've got to be a lot better than what.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to your live watch along of Fiji versus Australia in the Rugby League World Cup 2021. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the game. Let's go and get the good result. Good result at the end of the day. Let's try and do the best we can, and hopefully a win for whoever.
Best number 9 in the NRL at the moment. I was surprised that he didn't actually get picked by Australia, so he'll have a real point to prove tonight in this game.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, go on, dude. You coming in, Robbie?
I think he pinned his flag to Fiji over Australia.
Oh,
so
right,
I think
yeah,
that was a decision that he took, and what a great decision that is to follow his country.
So there's no Fiji.
Well, I just think we'll see a relentlessly excellent.
There's no.
It's going to be a long day for Fiji. Yeah.
Fijian's coach is not there.
Do you have any concerns about 30?
He's in hospital.
To the 24-man squad?
I think they're all good enough to.
So him and Brian McDermott are taking up the reins.
In the NRL and also at state or origin level. I think I love about Mal Meninga is he's got a great passion for international rugby, and I'm sure you'll see that in the debutants.
They're coming out.
I'll give you guys the lineups. There we go. There's the lineups for you for both Fiji and for Australia, folks. So hopefully it'll be a good game.
Looking to retain their crown, hungry yet humble in pursuit of the prize. Fiji have had to deal with adversity, player withdrawals, and their coach being hospitalised before even taking to the field here tonight. The Patty have reached the last 3 semi-finals at the World Cup. Replicating that feat will be tough. They'll need all their big guns, Makasivo, Alvin Carousel, and Viliami Kiko in particular. So the second game of the 2021 Rugby League World Cup is about to get underway. But first, time for some anthems of both Australia and Fiji.
Oh, Spurs won. Bugger that. Something that you're going to be shocked about. Avil Church actually beat Worksop. Avil Church beat Worksop. And Colville Town knocked out Notts County. And Dagenham won 7-0. I like the Fijian shirt.
So both anthems there, the Australian Advance Australia pair and the Fijian of the moments, one of the most spellbinding moments of any match at this World Cup. It will be Fiji's cultural celebration, a rendition of their hymn, Nongu Masu. Prepare to be blown away.
These Pacific Islanders and their rituals. The legend team in this country is Wembley. But to rugby league, it's somehow it's bloody Old Trafford shite. Come on, Fiji! The country which is also the brand of my favourite brand of water to buy in most shops, which is Fiji water, which actually comes from Fiji. Because it's nice and cheap. Fiji, Fiji, Fiji! Beat Australia! Cause an upset! But you can always expect the unexpected because it can happen in any tournament. Yeah, because NRL for us is on too early. Yeah, but you got Sky. And you're able to record something. Ah, but I can't record. So how can we watch it at the early hours? Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fiji definitely won now. He's going to cost Australia. Because this guy is a twat. Chris Kendall. Glad he's not doing England because he'll be biased.
In game 2 of the 2021 Rugby League World Cup, postponed for a year.
Oh no, not that git that I can't stand. Number 4 for Australia, Valentino Holmes. He can literally do one slinger's look and go back.
Just taking on those last bits of fluid, the interchanges heading for their places on the bench. Skipper James Tedesco.
What a name, Tedesco. What a surname.
International at the last World Cup. But he is one of the global stars of the game. Fiji.
I don't know if he. I don't really have to have a look at the lineups. No, I'm not meaning that. I'm looking just at the actual teams. Because they got them on here, so I can always refresh who's playing. Before I say names and stuff, I'm trying to think. Yeah, what's correct? Yeah, I'm trying to see if it's on here. No. Oh, does he play if I'm correct, is this guy Penrith Panthers, that Mitchell?
Fourth semi-final in a row at the very least.
I'm wrong. Because I've heard of some names, but I just don't know teams that they play for.
Rugby League World Cup. And Henry May has a decent crowd within it tonight.
Oh, God.
What the world champions can bring.
Oh, God, it's got the one guy that I can't pronounce his name and never will try and pronunciate it.
Give us the thumbs up.
You're just going to get called by your first name if you score a try.
Ready to represent their country once again. James Tedesco throws the ball downfield. It'll be Fiji who get first dibs of the ball. Alongside me tonight is Kevin Brown.
Here we go, game underway. Fiji versus Australia, folks.
3 years without a test.
Yeah, they will want to make a statement. And Fiji just need to be patient with the ball early on because, like you say, Australia want to make a statement. They want to get in front.
But you also got to pick on. I'm watching it on iPlayer.
Conditions are very similar to they were last week at Salford when Fiji played England, and I don't feel they, looked after the ball well enough for them. And getting the kicking game and holding the ball will be crucial tonight if they want to push this Australian side all the way.
Way, Michael Villagialopanagy, ex-guy who I tried my best, but he plays for Hull FC, and he's an ex-serviceman in the army, but he left the army to go and play rugby league professionally. And he's he's up against that car.
No, that wasn't a bad start. The kick probably wanted to be a bit longer, but they'll be happy with that. And I really like the chase.
Which is Miteli Villagialopanagy, or whatever it is. I nearly get it right, but it's just the last part of the name I always seem to butcher it, but I try my best. But hopefully and he has a good game. Then you got Wong. See you, Wong. That's an unusual name, an unusual surname for a Fijian. Wong. It sounds more Japan or Chinese. Let's go and answer some questions. Jesus, you're very desperate. Sounds like this person's very desperate. Unfortunately, I won't be doing that game tomorrow. Just because I just can't be asked, and one, I've already got my game set for tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing Chelsea, Aston Villa. I'm going to be doing I don't know what one's after that. I'm going to be doing Jamaica versus Ireland and New Zealand versus Lebanon.
And conversely, they need to be very good defensively. But Fiji are a very talented side, Matt. So, yeah, early on, they just need to stay patient, keep the territory going, and keep this possession. It's a good start.
Come on, Fiji!
Such a weapon on that left side for Penrith. Can he replicate that at international level here? Taken into contact that time by Jamwinga, Iowa.
Oh, ball! Ava! Fiji! We want the shocks. We want the shocks in this tournament. We want shocks. We don't want the big teams always winning. There's always going to be one player in that team that I'm always going to notice him on the field because he's the only one that's got bright hair. All the rest of them got dark coloured hair. Oh, but that is some.
Gives himself too much to do, and that's a perfectly weighted kick. And like you say, Valime gets to the first, and what a start! This is what we said they needed to.
Who is he? If you know who he is. Oh, have you heard of him?
Fantastic start on that left edge for Fiji.
And Australia shell-shocked behind their own posts. So Brandon Wakeham that wasn't in the script, that's for sure.
Doo-doo-doosh.
It stopped, well, it started again now raining. I think it's going to be on and off all night.
So it's 4-0 Fiji. Didn't expect it this early, but we'll see if they can get the conversion.
Repeat set, but that's perfect play from Fiji. A little bit different, kicking early on the tackle count. Just caught James Tedesco, the Australian captain. Number 1 there, you can see he's talking to his teammate, but he was out of position a little bit there. Gave himself too much to do.
Oh, they got him kicking.
They'll find themselves a score down. And a kick to come here from Brandon Wakeham. Tough one out on the touchline. The Bulldogs half. And he scrapes across the
No wonder you can't kick. You play for a shit club anyway.
the batty, and they'll take that.
So no wonder you can't kick, because no other club will want you if you can't kick like that.
Minutes, so, not only the fact that they've scored the try, the way they've had the possession in the territory too, they'll get the ball back again. The rain's really coming.
You wouldn't succeed at a big rugby club if you're kicking like that.
Kicking on the end of it.
You'll be sacked from your kicking job.
What a test of Australian character. They've certainly got heaps of talent. And these players will have been battle-hardened from origin, from the toughest competition in domestic.
Let's get some questions in the chat, folks.
And at the moment they trail, and it's Fiji who are on the front foot. Coruscant. Vuniaiua. Coming away at the green and gold.
So we got, who do you guys think is going to win 50-50 between Fiji and Australia? So that's that. You think that be a close game, huh? Interesting.
Working over to that left edge again. Kick out. It's probably his third or fourth carry in this game. He's very, very important. He's the leader of this team, especially in the pack. They keep going over there and trying to get him involved. It's good play from Fiji.
You might have noticed some unorthodox numbering on the Australia side. Everyone has to have a squad number these days, so they can have their names on the back of their shirts. Australia's side, the numbers are selected, the lowest meaning you've played the most games for your country. And then those who haven't had a cap are in numerical order based on alphabetical order. So James Tedesco as the captain gets 1, but then the most experienced Daly Cherry Evans is wearing 2, and so on and so forth.
Geez, these Fijis are very big hitters.
Ben Hunt, that's Tino Fasua Maliawi. Such a wrecking ball for Queensland. And for his club, the Gold Coast Titans. Hunt. Cameron Murray onto Trebojevic. Fiji absorbing the pressure. Dink over the top. Into backfield that time. Fielded by those Fijians. Despite the pressure being applied by Cameron Munster that time.
That's a fantastic kick and chase by Australia. It was a poor kick from Fiji, but it was a great defensive set. Cam Munster's not really got into this game, but he just put his left boot on that, and he's just turned the pressure right up on Fiji and Kevin Nguama.
Yeah, they're shooting off the line. Good line speed from the Kangaroos, although Fiji looking to shift that ball wide and taking it into contact that time. Thundering hooves of those Fijian players.
Jesus Christ!
Fasua Maliawi bounces back into the defensive line. And then Cameron Wakeham has to kick from midway inside his own half. And Australia will see that as a bit of a winker.
Yeah, and it's King Vuniaiua who's on the end of that, and he's struggling to get in the line. And I think the Fijians now are just feeling the pace a little bit. Australia are just settling down. They've lost a lot of shape early on in this game. They've just said their outside backs can get in, but now Jamwinga and his teammates are just starting to pull some shape and really testing the edge defence of Fiji.
Counter goes the way of the Kangaroos here. And pardon the pun, bit of a jump start for them.
Yeah, this is big. This is massive now in terms of the context of the game. It's important that Fiji defend the line. They don't let the Australians, who will definitely have some trick players off a set restart, up the sleeve. They'll pull something here that'll test Fiji, and it's very important that on the edge they defend together.
So Latrell Mitchell will Skillster, Angus Crichton. Runs into a bit of traffic. Nice little offload. Australia keeping the ball alive here. Cherry Evans is that Fijian line looked a bit scrambled for a moment there.
Kick out didn't miss.
Hunt. Fasua Maliawi. They're in range. Narrow head of options for Hunt. Out the back it goes, Cherry Evans. Big ball wide. Plenty for Tarangi to do.
What a tackle.
Hold it up that time. Cherry Evans. Hunt again. Fasua Maliawi. Plunges into that Fijian line. Kangaroos have tackles left in the bank. They certainly do now, because they've got another set of 6 here for a rookie infringement. Shipped along the line. Trying to get Jeremiah Nanai in. 17 for the Cowboys this season in the NRL. Hunt. Probing and scheming. Fiji get numbers into the tackle.
Short on the right. Cherry Evans wasn't happy there, Matt.
So Hunt takes it into the line. Murray. Bit of a show and go that time for Munster. The Fijians ready. Having to take plenty of punishment here. Fasua Maliawi again. Hunt to Cherry Evans. Can they open him up to Desco? Wide! What a try saver that is it? Super work for Fiji.
What a try save that was.
Yeah, and it was Mako Sivo who came on the tackle. From first look, it looked like he'd scored to me. It's tremendous defence. They're just backing off, and I thought they might have been in trouble here. It's Tuilangi, he goes high. And just turns him round, and he's short. It's great defence. I think there may be a penalty.
Tuilangi? Are you related to Mano Tuilangi?
Ball is short. Desperation from Fiji. So Mako Sivo. And we're just waiting here. There's Tuilangi back up on his feet. So we're going to see the incident again. So Tuilangi is one of those that strikes top of the shoulder and right up.
I think he's hit him high. I think to the letter of the law, he's hit him high. I don't think it's malicious or dirty, but yeah, he's hit him high. I thought, that's when they're backing off here, Tedesco's going at them. I thought, Tuilangi will get in the corner, he'll slide in. But that just shows the strength of the Fijian defence and the desperation, to keep the clean sheet so far.
We have a decision. Chris, so that try, there's the confirmation. Chris Kendall has awarded a penalty here. High shot. Maybe they were looking there as well, whether that might have been a penalty, Striker.
Yeah, and I think it's the right decision. I think it was an...
Chris Kendall. Smiling.
It was scored, there was defenders there, so this will be the 4th set now on the line, so if they can defend this, they'll get a real big boost.
Trebojevic setting a platform. Hunt onto Murray, now Fasua Maliawi once again. Being unloaded on this Fijian defence. High effort so far. Out the back, Cherry Evans, when they came hunting for him. That might have to get him.
Well done, Fiji!
Yeah, and
it looked like there was, they just sat on the line, and Cherry Evans, with his dancing feet, he got past the first defender and looked to find the pass. I think kick out.
Scrappy play the ball, wasn't it? So Australia will get the ball back here.
Knock on, there's no knock on there, ref.
But yeah, they just looked like they shot out the line and it was going to open up, and Tuilangi could get some space, but they couldn't find the pass there. But defensively, they're putting themselves under pressure again, Fiji.
What's wrong with him?
Just looking to determine if there's any ruck interference from Australia. Viliami kick out, loses possession of the ball. The challenge is unsuccessful.
And they need to stop doing this. And they need to stop doing stupid things which men can give away penalties.
Fiji can't afford to be coughing up possession there either. So 4 points to nil. Fiji still lead. The Australians growing in influence in this game.
Is this gonna be the same in football? Lincoln versus Ipswich over a game where one team has like 31 attempts and can't score. Because that happened to Ipswich today. They had 31 attempts and they lost 1-0.
Pounded the yards out for Australia here. Munster out the back. Latrell Mitchell slips the tackle. Then flow is loose. Fiji get it back.
They're just trying to be too intricate at what they're trying to do.
Australia are just looking to find that killer pass, early on in the sets. Every time Latrell Mitchell gets the ball, he looks dangerous. He's beaten Kevin De Guama a couple of times, as we see on the replay here. Number 8, Latrell Mitchell, just looks to find the offload. And it's great defence again, great scramble defence from this Fiji side.
Not seeing much of a short kicking game from Australia yet either.
Well, they've not really got to the end of the sets. They've either had a penalty or they've passed it early. So at the minute, that's where Cherry Evans and Munster are very, very good. And they've also got Hunt at 9. So they probably just need to be a little bit more patient.
Fiji. Inside their own half. Kamikamitha.
Fiji.
Clings on. Stuck behind the rook. Oh, he's lost that. As up in Coruscant.
And this was the problem against England last Friday. At the start of the game, it was very evenly matched, but they did spill a lot of ball, and then they backed that up with some poor kicking. And again, Happy Coruscant, he goes in, he's probably a bit harshly done to. There's a player in the ruck, but he's got to get that skill right. If he's going to give this side a chance, they've got to start, completing a little bit higher, well, a lot higher.
Josh Adokar. For those Kangaroos. Hunt. Again.
Oh, not him.
Trying to scatter defenders. Hunt. Slipping away goes Murray. Offloads. Tedesco trying to take on the broken field. He's down a Coruscant. Quarter round gone. Australia yet to post any points. Murray to Jaboyevich. That's a settler from him. Hunt. On to Murray. Now Cherry Evans. Good ball movement.
Oh, you absolute stupid Fijians. Try for Australia.
Cherry Evans, he just passed it on early to Nana. The Fiji defenders were sliding off and he just cuts back off his right foot.
That Wong.
That's what Jeremiah Nana has been doing in the
Good
NFL all year. He's a fantastic try scorer. He's such a threat with the ball. When he showed his athleticism there, man.
Yeah, beautiful set-up play. And he left Sania Taruba clutching at straws.
They've only got 2. They go Fiji have only got two centres. They've only got 2 centres.
Opens a triangle with the defence. He has to defend on his own, and he's just too good there. Smart play.
Now the problem is when Fiji.
Filming with the Kangaroos earlier in the week, and he was jokingly asked to describe.
The only problem is with these lineups, they don't give you the numbers as well. They just give you the names.
It's a fair assessment so far, isn't it?
It's probably a bit of jest in there, but he is a try scoring machine, especially for a back rower.
He's a winger. He's a wing.
He's gone over for his first in the the World Cup. Crucial part of the game.
So, Valentine Holmes.
Oh, don't mention that, Git. Can't stand him. Absolute dumbass and can bugger off.
We've had to be patient, but the points have come.
Yeah, the points have come, but you probably say, no, it's off the back of the house. As we see this again, it's the early ball and then the right foot.
Number
The number 6 for Fiji, he's just stepping out, he's just moving his weight to the outside shoulder and that right foot step. But that's where Fiji have just invited this very, very talented Australian side in the half over again. And it's only for Australia's lack of patience, you know, that it's only 6 points, so they need to clean that up, Fiji.
Now 6 points to 4 in favour of blooming Australia.
Desperate to pledge his commitment to the Kangaroos along with his club teammate Murray Talangi. Jamwinga has been rewarded for his faith, and Australia get a penalty here as well. Now involved in everything at the moment.
Yeah, I think Kickout's involved as well. I think he probably wants his challenge back and have it again. It was good physical defence, but this is exactly what you can't do to the best team in the world. Invite them in your half, give them a set restart after they've scored a try. You know, confidence-wise and energy-wise, they'll just be going through the roof.
And they just lost another 10 for dissent. So chatting back. They're compounding the errors at the moment. Suamaliawi, the bit between his teeth. Hold. Patrols. At the play the ball. Murray bites into the line.
He's looking dangerous the longer this game goes.
Scooter by Hunt. Dropped off that time by Munster. Crichton drifting across field to Desco. Just putting that Fiji defence under duress. Options either side here for Hunt.
Yeah.
Late ball playing there that time. Trying to get Val Holmes forward.
Whatever you want to call him.
Hunt. The chase is on. It's been tapped back that time by Fiji.
So, and he plays. No wonder that player is shite. No wonder he's shite. No, you're gonna know why. He plays for London Broncos, and that team is shite.
It's another warning sign for Fiji.
In terms of where Australia turned the ball over, not a bad place, 10 out. Look to apply a bit of squeeze here. So Australia feed that time. Daly Cherry Evans. Deep forward. Hunt with options. For Suamaliawi couldn't take it. Comes loose. That time the timing not quite there, Kevin.
Wow, Ponty won 4-1 away at Cleethorpes. Cleethorpes.
Sometimes it's not conventional, but there's a lot of effort and aggression and the skill there from Hunt. Well, that'd probably been his 20th carry pass on Watchalong, and he just couldn't turn that.
Yeah.
And it's imperative now that Fiji get to a kick the ball into the corner, and just get a little breather.
Here we go. Allett scored 1, Shepherd scored 1, and Priestley with 2. And also Grantham won 3-1.
To quell the Fijian threat this time. Nagala. Playing with the ball so far. Takes it in.
Come on, Fiji!
Australia come on with the ball. Josh Wally was in the initial carry in that set. Highly rated Rooster.
Please don't say it's for Australia.
Good players, Cam Munster. At important times, you know, he just finds something different. Very talented player.
Cherry Evans onto Hunt. Plays before the line this time for Suamaliawi again. Shrinking up the minutes. And the meters. Big shape on this left-hand side. Taken in that time by Munster. Now to Desco. Crichton was the short ball. Nice offload. To
It's not gonna be as best as what the try by Dominic Youngs is when he decided I'm going to leap for a score and a try. Whew. England were on the ramp. Were literally routing against Samoa. Literally, that game could have ended 100-0 if it could have continued. No! No! How has he done that?
It's the try scoring machine again. Jeremiah Nanai.
So it says no try, Chris Kendall on field decision.
I'm just getting used to seeing a try, and every time Chris Kendall does, he always goes to TMO because he always doesn't go for his own decisions. What was that Fijian player doing? He said, "Oh, I'm going to fall on the floor just to get in the way."
Which constitutes a tackle being complete. We have a decision.
Oh, I know why it's not going to be given. I've now got it now. Because originally he didn't. Because originally he didn't. When he played the ball down, it wasn't on the line. But because the player pushed him, he then made it go onto the line. Which in rugby you can't do. Even in rugby union you can't do that.
Fiji aren't going to get anything from this game. We just need to learn from their mistakes. Keep holding the ball for a couple of sets. Get to the end of the kick. I think even the groundsman would want that because it's all been on this left-hand side as we look at it. You know, the territory and the possession is so heavy in Australia's favour now.
Fiji. Going out their own end of the field. They're getting that line speed.
Please don't say he plays for a shit team. And I'll laugh.
Here come Fiji again. Edging downfield. Somebody out of the tackle and set restart. Another set of 6 here. Too long in the tackle that time from Australia. Getting the breakout here.
Another player plays for Canterbury. And Canterbury are shite. So players in shit teams in their league. So basically these players who play at very below average teams, but when they play internationally they turn out to be a whole different type of player. Come up against Jay Fields and let's have it. Have a test who is faster. Good for the fastest one in Super League. He won't be fast. He won't be faster than Jay Fields. Jesus, that try is that good that literally the whole crowd is clapping him. Now I'll just be the most annoyingest girl in the world. I'll just stick my foot out and I'll just trip him up. Have that. But I think if you did that in rugby, you'd be sent off, I think. Even just stick a leg out. Now just stick a leg out, and if he tries to run past you, you just trip him up. But then in rugby, you like. But in rugby, if you do that, you get sent off. No, but it's not with your hand. You just stick your leg out and just hope he trips over it. To me, to be a... No, but if you know you're not going to be... Yeah, because if...
No, he doesn't. He flew in and he hit Kikau, who's like a brick wall. He's a giant of a man. he's going to have to offer. I think he's got a split on his eye. Off the head injury, so that'll mix things up.
So Val Holmes says thank you very much. And easy two. Simply the lead stretching out for Australia here.
With
Changes made. So Ruben coming on.
Valentino Holmes does not get mentioned. That guy is just a git.
And the alertness of the Australians here.
Well, that's it. And alertness comes when you're full of energy, and energy comes when you've had all the ball, and that's the opposite of what Fiji have had. Fiji have had no ball. So yeah, they're full of effort and endeavour.
Valentino Holmes, you're a turncoat. Scoring fucking try against fucking Grenoble hockey cunt.
Just too quick. What a sight. See him running away.
Josh Adokar, big puff of the cheeks that time. He's taking the oxygen back in on the back of that one. A couple of changes for Australia, of course. The Queensland combo of Patrick Carrigan and Ruben.
I can't wait to see Australia because oh yeah, because Ronaldo. I don't know if he plays with Ronaldo. Because that's the one I'm. Oh yeah, because that's the one who I'm actually been quite interested to see how he plays. But I've only watched like bits of how he plays. I want to see him in a full game, see how he does. Suppose he's one of Crenola's. No, but I'm just saying for Cronulla, he's one of their best players, other than Hines. But I don't even know what nationality that guy is. Because he's Cronulla's best player is that Nicholas Hines.
To start exposing this tired Fiji defence.
Jamwinga and Lamb, Adrian Lamb that is, at the stands here at Leeds. The rain still tipping down. For the wet weather football at the moment, the Kumba where it was that time. Put in by Kamikamitha. Fiji looking to get back.
Fuck off! I could have been. This guy could have been playing today, but he never got picked for Australia. What an idiot manager coach. Because Grenola's best player of the season is Australian, which is Nicholas Hines. He's Australian. So he could have got picked to play. Could have got picked for this team. Yeah. I don't think there's a lot. Yeah, because I don't think there's a lot of Australia. I don't think there's a lot of Australians in that and Cronulla team. I think there's some like Fijians and stuff like that, but just some have not got picked.
As a defender, we'll try and squeeze and pin a team in a corner, but you can't do that with Australia.
No, they're too smart and they're holding shape really well. They're holding shape. The forwards are in now, and this is the next test for Fiji. You know, Kamika and the players like in the middle of the field, they're doing big.
The Nicholas Hines can play for Australia or he can play for Scotland. Please say, because you're not got picked for Australia, you go and decide, oh, I'm going to go and represent Scotland. So then he goes from having a chance of playing a good team to then going and playing in basically a mediocre side.
Yeah, you just look at the Fiji pack now. They're still in the Australian half, so the wingers and the outside backs are doing it tough for the Fijians. But it just looks like their energy's about to go. You know, Kamika, who we mentioned previously, he needs to really step up now. He's one of the big names in this Fiji.
Come on, Fiji, get a try, do something. Get another try, please.
Josh won that time with some neat footwork. Kamika again, who's levels must be wavering. Coruscant, Taruba, now Wakeham takes it into the line out the back, looking to shift it here to Kikau. Oh, he passed that a little bit early, didn't he? But Valeni's tried to make something of it. Last one here for Fiji. Wakeham's kick. Carr's had to come in. He's got the
Go on. Oh, you twat.
Kevin Nagama who actually put the tackle in. Australia having to play out for their own end here.
Yeah, Fiji really improved in the kicking game. They're putting it in the corners now. It took a little bit of excellence from Australia to get out last time. And once again, Fiji now can just get off the line and get stuck in and get some retribution back at this Australian side.
Carrigan this time. Wow, an Origin series. Oh, he's knocked on.
Here we go.
He can make the force of the air. It punches the air, and Fiji get a sudden shot of electricity and a shot of energy here.
Yeah, that's why I said it's so crucial to get behind your kicking game. When it's greasy like this, it just slips. It's Patrick Carrigan as he tries to play the ball. Very similar to kick-outs earlier on in the half. And now this is a massive, massive chance for Fiji if they can pull some points.
Come on, Fiji!
They're ready to feed the scrum here. The batting. Let's look and see which side they're on favour here. It's the left. They're going to attack him. I think Drinky floats.
Go on! Fiji! Fuck.
Kangaroos.
Jamwinga was it?
Come on!
Certainly better than giving away a try. Taliena
Come on, Fiji!
gets it away.
Go on!
Compared to Boyd Cordner, which is esteemed company by Gus Cool, the Roosters youngster. Van Garber to Taruva. Wickham. Hit it up again to Zadrungu and an offload, and it's Nakumba.
Go on! Oh.
Certainly make Australia work here. Coruscant looks to kick and then throws to Kikau, but it's wrapped up that time. Australian side.
Go on, try! Oh, you prick!
Tips away.
Ah! Can I? Yeah. Oh no. I am glad. Yep, I am glad that I'm not playing rugby. I'm glad I'm not even. No, because if I was playing against an Australian team, Valentino will be coming up to you and I'll be intentionally wanting to end you. Because I can't fucking stand that prick. Valentino Holmes. Ever since he did the drop, the golden point against Granola, he's just been a sworn enemy. Because he did it against because he used to play for us. He played for us literally last season. Oh, the season before. And I also blame the NRL commentators because they cursed it by saying, "Oh, is it a chance that Valentino Holmes will go and score against the old side?" And then what happens? He goes and does it seconds later. I hate commentators. Commentators, don't say things that come out your mouth.
It's very similar to the work of FA. He got his hands to it. If he catches it, he scores a try. Just for the Australians at the minute, things just start clicking and Fiji.
Like this, but like they always say, commentators curse. That's why they sometimes get annoyed with saying stuff, certain things.
That's been a real contest. That's for sure. Certainly no blowout scores here.
Just worry the energy that they've had.
Come on, Fiji!
Expend just defending the line over and over again. Coming up with errors like this. This is a byproduct of all that defence. Coruscant in the middle of the field, the toughest area of the field. He's not a big man, so the energy that he's had to put in to come up with a couple of errors. He looks so dangerous at the other end of the field.
So was that an obstruction from Wickham? Is he just standing his ground?
No, I think it's just good. It's called escort defence. You're just escorting the runner away. As you see again. No, it's just drops his ball. It's the ball. There's no challenge on that one.
Such a level of intensity that Fiji have been playing at here. It was bound to take his toll. Munster almost slipping away from one that time. Rumbled in again by Carrigan. Finds his front.
Is there a Crichton that does he have like a brother or something? Because there's one who plays for New Zealand. Yeah, because I keep thinking, are they related in some way? Fuck off! He got that down. No. Nah, he's not got that down. That is fixed. It's the laws of physics. Referee, look at it. That's VAR. Fiji. Always back the underdogs.
You'll see the danger out the back.
Unfortunately, I won't be backing Lebanon because I don't back any Middle Eastern stuff. Ugh. I won't be backing Lebanon. No way.
Opens that gap for Angus Crichton, who gets the ball down under intense pressure from Brandon Wakeham. But as we look now, we see at the back of the screen, you just see Latrell Mitchell, and it doesn't look like he's doing much. But it's
Come on, Ronaldo.
and Kevin Nguama
Come on, Ronaldo.
jamming in on Angus Crichton. You see Kevin Nguama drift out, you see Veliki Japani come up, and Brandon Wakeham's isolated.
There actually is a player for Cronulla. Most of them are from Australia. One is from New Zealand.
What we've seen there, Angus Crichton.
Just checking what
Off from Almeninga's side.
players and what nationalities are to see if any of them could be playing in the World Cup.
In the green and gold, and Valentine Holmes has been successful so far. There's 2 attempts.
But we already know none of them have got none of them have got picked for Australia. Who are Australian?
On this increasingly slick track here. That heading in Leeds.
Ooh!
Far side. A popular place to visit for some of those Australian players. Valentine Holmes then clips it through and scores.
Oh, I was hoping you missed because you're a kid. You're a gate. Valentine on shite.
He's definitely a good goal kicker in the rugby league. Fantastic player, Valentine Holmes, but it's just what we sort of sensed. Australia, and the ascendancy, and it just
Yep.
taking on at the minute. Just need to get to half time and take a breather, man, because you said there won't be blow-ups, but the way they've expended so much energy, if they keep inviting them back in with
But there might be some good news.
then it could well be a blowout.
Pontifactor in the top 5.
Took by the Kangaroos. Cotter. They get them on the front.
And then you got Grantham who are 12. Literally so far behind.
And Patrick Carrigan, another member of the mullet gang in this Australia side. They've got some throwback hairstyles, it's fair to say, Kevin Brown.
And they play Stockton on Tuesday. Oh yes. And then on Saturday, yep, and then on Saturday, at home to Grantham.
Harry Grant.
Grant almost prizing his way
That would be hilarious if I'm streaming when that's playing. Then I could teach that git who thinks that they're better than Ponty, even though in the league it shows that they're not.
Cameron Munster struggling in back plays. As Harry Grant set off then and went through the line, it was a collision, and Cameron Munster in back play, seen limping next to the referee.
Yeah.
Number 7. He was just limping away. He got himself off the floor. He's getting himself back on the line, but that'll be a worry for Australia.
But you've also got to think they've also got a game in hand.
out wide, aren't you, Joe?
Ponty, because their game against Brighouse the other midweek got called off, got abandoned. So they got a game in hand.
Workarounds.
So if they can get near the top of the league, as much as they can with the game in hand, then it could come in handy, or be up where they are.
And that's what you've got to do against Australia. It's not legal, but there's that many bodies flying through the line. I don't think he meant to hit him without the ball. He genuinely thought he was going to get the ball. There's that many options when it gets quick like that, and that what Harry Grant did there is what he's very good at and why he's been brought on the field at this late stage of the half.
Chris Kendall. Was to carry on with the drinking. Losing the ball in the contact area that time. And Australia, Tedesco's pulled around to this left-hand side. That's always an indicator, but didn't quite get the play right, although he's evaded a couple of challenges there. Grant. On to Carrigan. Losing carry from him. Australia.
Sino
looking
que
at
tô.
the back end of this first half. Slipped through that time by Crichton. He's having plenty of joy. Down this left-hand side, and then knock on at the play of the ball by Australia.
Yeah, Latrell Mitchell, he would have scored. I think someone pushed the defender over too, so I think it would have been a penalty if not a knock-on. A little bit scruffy end to the half there from Australia. And Fiji will be happy with that. They'll go into half-time now at 18-4 down.
The hooter sounds. And that will bring to an end
Half time, folks. 18 points to 4 in favour of Australia shite.
Australia have shown their class since to work their way back into this contest.
Nah.
The world champions,
But come on, Fiji!
three-time semi-finalists. After a bit of a scare early doors, Angus Crane coming up with a big score before half-time. The Kangaroos are up and running, but Fiji remain a threat. Half-time, Australia 18, Fiji 4.
Jeez. Wow. So guys, keep putting your question in the chat, like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay. So for NRL for the Cronulla, 8 Cronulla Sharks players will be playing at the World Cup. They will be representing Samoa, Tonga, New Zealand and Italy. We got an Italian in our team? What? Nah. It says that Cronulla have got 8 players involved in the World Cup campaign this year. And the countries are Samoa, Tonga, New Zealand and Italy. And they've also got a new recruit for next year. Because they've already got a new player. I have no idea who this... I'm just having a look. Oh! Okay. Reporting from Parramatta! Hello! Thank you very much, Parramatta Eels. I don't feel... that's what I'm saying. I don't... I'll do this because I'm bad. There we go. See, you might have heard of the player more than me. Because you might recognise it. And you might be able to tell me if he's good or not. Yeah, I've just sent you on just the names to see if you recognise the name and stuff when you come back. So just let's see. This guy's only 23 and he's a proper lock, and he represents Samoa. So he could have been playing. Oh, he was playing today, and I recognise that face. Hopefully you're better than what I've seen you play today. For when you play for the Sharks. So we've got 2 players that are representing Cronulla for New Zealand, which are playing tomorrow, which you will get on the channel for the live watch along of New Zealand versus Lebanon, which is Ronaldo and Britton Nicoa. Britton Nicoa will take part. And then we got we've done that. But one of our players is on standby, which is Nico Hines. Is on standby. So if anyone gets injured, can't play at all, are on standby. So they're on standby. And then you've got Tonga, you've got Sione Katoa for Tonga. Oh my god. Siosiva Talakari, which I'll try my best on that one. He's also for Cronulla and both represent Tonga. So we got that, which is a good thing. I'm gonna take it as a positive, well-being thing. And then we got 1-2 for Samoa, which a couple are actually for Samoa. We got 3 Samoans, and I think 2 of them I know played, which was Brandon Hamley, because he was causing a bit of trouble for England early on. He was doing well in that game. And then we got Royce Hunt, and our newest recruit, which is Oregon Kayufusi, are representing Samoa. Then we got 1 player for the Sheffield for Cronulla Sharks, which also representing the Cook Islands, which is KR Iru, who debuted in the NRL, 1 young player of the year. We got 1 in there, and we've got no Sharks representing Papua New Guinea. But we have got 1 representing Italy. So, I didn't know we had an Italian in the ranks. Oh, hi ties. Which is Kyle Pickering. Funnily enough, the name doesn't even sound any way Italian, so. But interesting to say the least. So we're now going to do you a and that's for you guys to go and vote on the poll in the chat.
ago now, people have moved around and been spread around the whole world. So the Jamaican community is absolutely everywhere, but there's still that home, that belonging to the island. And yeah, it's really nice for me to be able to represent people like my granddad, Alfred, who came over, sacrificed everything to start a better life and rebuild the country that I now call home today.
The Reggae Warriors, I mean, we're a special team because we're a team that people said could not do it. We have done it. You know, we're in a World Cup in England. So of course, come out and see the boys, come out and cheer for the boys. Whether you're from Jamaica or Trinidad or Barbados or Guyana or wherever, we're all West Indian people. And you know, English guys, you guys come out and support us too because you know we're your second team.
I think staying in Leeds is massively important to Jamaica's World Cup success. The West Indian community in Leeds is massive. It's a minority community, but it's massive in its own right. But there's kids out there that look at role models that don't look like them. Well, hopefully there's some people in our Jamaican squad that look like some people, and they can start to get a feeling of how they look and see themselves in that position 10 years' time.
Out of many, one people. One England, one love.
And stories like those are what sport is about and what this Rugby League World Cup is about across the men, across the women and across the wheelchair as well. Jamaica against Ireland, part of our double header tomorrow. That's a 4:30 kickoff on BBC Two. We get underway earlier with Scotland against Italy. Let's head back to Headingley. Fiji have it all to do in the second half.
Second half is about to get underway, folks.
Kevin Brown and Matt Newson.
So, I think 33 missed tackles in the first half for Fiji and 5 for...
Second half is underway, folks. 18-4 in favour of Australia.
18 points to 4 up against Fiji. Happy wait. Go on.
So Harry Grant onto Carrigan, and Australia certainly showed us what they were about at the back end of that second half in particular. Maybe as Fiji tired, both sides might have recharged their energy levels here. Kevin, how do you foresee this second half panning out?
Oh yeah, I just listened to, well, that's not going to help. I was just going to say I listened to what James Tedesco said at half-time just before he went in, and I think you could sense that there was a little bit of frustration. It's a little bit clunky. Errors like this have just stopped the flow of the game, and once again Angus Crichton just can't play the ball correctly and gives territory straight away to Fiji.
I'll take this gleefully. Morrison moves it infield, and they'll pump it through Nakumba way. Morrison again sweeps it. Mothitrecki drops it off onto Sadrungu. And the Fijians almost inside the red zone here. Out the back from Buniaiwa. Taruva. Plenty of promise about him. Fiji into a position here for which they might be able to strike. This is more like it for them. Coruscant. Short ball to Nakumbuai. Australians right up in his grill, so to speak. Coruscant. Wakeham. Nice little kick. Tap back by an Australian hand that time. And leading the breakout, Harry Grant. They coped with that threat.
Yeah, they did, and just watching Cameron Murray defend.
Come on, Fiji!
He's everywhere across this field, especially the middle third of the field. You know, looking after any little offloads, you know, tying in on the inside, all the little things, the basics that you want from your loose forward, he's got.
Outside Holmes. And a sniff of a break on his agenda that time. Carrigan. They really are pummeling that middle channel, Australia.
Yeah, and I think that the lack of quality coming off the bench, you know, Kamika, he's been out there a long time. We're going after that middle of the field now and then opening up wide, you know, looking at Murray.
Nice tackle here. Sherry Evans slings it forward, taken neatly at the back by Makasivo, but
Yeah.
supported him to wriggle clear with the ball, and Australia trying to keep Fiji pinned in their own end of the field here.
That's a huge hit.
Yeah, he's gone to Cronulla from Parramatta.
Into the corner. I think the Cottle there, he flew off his line.
Sammy Belamy trying to find a chink in the Australians' armour, but there isn't one at the moment. Harry Grant tries to...
We actually had two players for Cronulla actually played against England earlier.
From the Fijians and some brusque defensive work from the Kangaroos. Last one here for Fiji. What about the kick from Mothitriki? And that's put downfield and it's gathered in his own end of the field by Murray Taolangi. Let's go down to pitch side. Damien Johnson's got some news for us.
Yeah, just grabbed a quick word with Wise Katabarata, the assistant coach, is in charge in the absence of Joe Rambele. He's happy with Fiji's effort. As Australia set now.
They might well score. And it's Latrell Mitchell.
Oh.
This is off a searing break. Too quick even for you, David. What a finish that was. From Latrell Mitchell, they hit the short side Australia. They've got so much pace, so much push. And Latrell Mitchell...
22-4 in favour of Australia. Shite. I just always hope that you can always get an underdog result or an underdog story, but it didn't look like it.
Full pace there to switch the ball, hand off. No, watch Cameron Munster, who's going to get the ball now. He switches the ball, gets the hand off, the one-arm pass with the left arm. Fantastic skill from a great player.
Well, Fiji caught Australia cold early in the first half. No repeat this time. The Kangaroos have come out all guns blazing with a try of slick precision. 1 minute. And Valentine Holmes again given a favourable angle from which to kick. As Latrell Mitchell angled his run back towards the posts. Bit of breathing space now for those in green and gold. Valentine Holmes ready to stroke this and to extend Australia's lead to 20 points. No problem whatsoever.
Not everything's gone perfect for Australia tonight, but one thing that's looked red hot is that left edge. Josh Adokar, Angus Crichton and Latrell Mitchell all on the score sheet, and you can put it down mostly to Cameron Munster. When he gets involved in the play, he's just so dangerous because he's such a running threat and just, you know, how powerful he is when he carries the ball. Things open up for his passing game. You know, his kicking game is very good too. So I think that left edge for Australia is going to be real crucial in this tournament, and it's been fantastic tonight, Matt.
Yep, everyone knows where the threat comes from. Stopping it is another matter. As Fiji commit numbers, but Australia have the roll on here. Harry Grant has injected some pace into acting half since coming on for Ben Hunt. So, Carrigan leading the charge. Let's go back down to David and see if we can get his thoughts in before Australia score another.
Well, I was just grabbing a quick word with the Fiji assistant coach at half-time. He said they need to cut out the errors, but it wasn't about errors really. It was fantastic play, wasn't it, for that Australia try. In terms of Jamwinga, he just says complete the sets of 6 and play as you are.
Which is just what they've done at the start of this second half, and imposing their control and a bit of second phase here. Crichton. And last.
What?
Munster into that shape again. Little flick back inside. Surely somebody's got to finish this off.
They were getting in each other's way, man. It looked like Cameron Munster was going to score. That left edge again. It's red hot. I love the way he plays. He's disgusted that he's not scored the try. But it's just a patient approach, and it looks really simple. But he's scheming behind the ruck all the time, looking for that quick play of the ball, looking for numbers. It was a great kick. It just didn't get the bounce. He just didn't get the bounce up.
Good guy.
On the scene, nobody could get the ball down, and Kikau in the end was able to pat it behind. So
That's why I could always notice where he's on the pitch, because he's the only player on that team with a different hair colour to everyone else. I do think he has been their best player.
Kickout's in trouble. I think there's a head clash in the back play. When they all went up for the ball, Matt, there was a head clash. We see Kickout there on the floor.
Kiko.
It didn't look good. There was a lot of bodies in the way. It's a great kick by Happy Coruscant.
It didn't look like there was a clash of heads. It just looked like he just hit the back of. Oh. Oh, 'cause it didn't look like it at first, but then when you see on the replay, then slowing it down, it could all happen so quick.
Self-preservation. They're all looking at the ball. They get the ball. Unfortunately, there's a couple of casualties in the back play.
Here we go. We got some. Yeah. Here we go. We got some news that's just been released from Chelsea Football Club about Reece James, and it looks like he's expected to be out for 8 weeks. So that means he will not get picked for the World Cup squad, because that's his chance is gone. But what can you do? It's happened to England with Trent, it's happened to Walker, and now it's happened now to Reece James. So that England's defence is basically buggered. And they've said that he's now going to undergo straight away rehabilitation program immediately. But the good thing is he doesn't need surgery. So that means it's not as bad as we all first thought. And that's the main thing.
Australia right into the teeth of that Fiji attack once again. Relentless on those in green and gold at the moment. They're streaming forward. Crichton there, along with Murray trying to force an error. Coruscant waits as one resorts to his latest attempt to play the ball. Taruva is mobbed.
That player that went off, he used to play for Penrith, and he doesn't play for Penrith anymore. He left at the end of the season just finished, and he now plays for Canterbury. So he's basically gone down a bit in team-wise. Wow, can't believe he's only a couple of months older than both me and you. Born same year, but born in April. And he's playing in the World Cup in rugby league. We don't mention that git's name. Like it can stay out of my mouth. Yuck. Come on, Fiji, at least get a try back. At least get a try. Oh, another one.
Yeah, and Cherry Evans just looks a bit frustrated. He's not seen much ball. It was Harry Grant who came up with the pass. Carrigan just drops.
You just don't want to get the ball to one certain player, because he'll go on. He'll then use his motorbike legs.
Up against Nathan Cleary, who's been one of the best players in the NRL this year. Put a huge amount of pressure on this ex-Australian captain, and at the minute.
The quartet, when he's got Carrigan, and you got Wright, and you got Grant, and you got Coulter. What fuck?
Sivo making some nuisance of himself at the ruck that time. Eventually he'll play it right.
Yeah, there's literally seven players. Roncanoli could have picked, and he decided not to pick fucking none of them, and we basically finished second in the league in NRL, so give us respect. This is actually quite interesting because players I've never heard of, only like and stuff like that. It actually look like they're all decent players, but it's just getting used to watching these Australians. But I always will say, and this is just me and my not biasness, but I always will. They can never compete on the level of the rugby union Australian team. They got good players.
Australia's defence just looks solid all over the field. Not asking as many questions, Fiji now as when Kiko was on the field in the first half. Leo Avave's took his role now on this left edge. Not quite as threatening.
So a few of the Australia players who are being rested after their grand final exports, the likes of Liam Martin, Azayo. Just a moment ago, watching on, knowing that.
Who belongs to Melbourne Storm but is on loan at West Tigers. Fuck. Jeez. That's mad.
Again on the replay, fantastic kick. Yeah, behind his own 40, pitches inside the 20 and out. You get a tap where it went out, and that gives you great field position. And that's what Australia have got here. Grant finds Murray, short ball to Nanai. They're so wary of him. There were three in the picture. Stopping the Cowboys bulldozer for making it way through. Murray. He engages again, sucking those defenders in.
No! No! That's a joke! That should never have happened in a million one Sundays. Yeah, because if you were playing it... The one thing I will say, against teams like Fiji, or you're playing like not very good side, you could basically run through them any day of the week and you could be scoring tries for fun. But they know if they come up against, say, like a New Zealand, or come up against England or France or something like that, you know you won't be able to do stuff like that.
Harry Grant's too good for that, too smart. He hardly gets touched there. We can put that all down to Harry Grant. First of all, the 40-20, and then the presence of mind to get out of dummy half. Too smart.
Scotland, good luck.
It's interesting as he went across to tap hands with Cameron Munster. I think we can all guess what Cameron Munster was saying to him. That should have been mine. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Well, he didn't, and he got it a try for himself there. But Cameron Munster, who's close, hasn't he, tonight?
I think he's been terrific. And sometimes it's not what you do with the ball, it's what you do off the ball. And he's pushed on everything. He's pushed on everything. When he's got the ball, he's created stuff. So he's become a threat. And definitely, though, the defenders for Fiji, are feeling that threat. They're trying to jump out the line. They're trying to knock the ball down. And that's leaving holes for the other players.
So Valentine Holmes.
Jeez.
Can he keep up his perfect record? Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
With a pull. And Australia pulling away now in a ruthless fashion.
Yeah, they just look much more composed now, Australia, in the attacking third of the field. When they get the shapes now, I think you can really tell that they've only played 4 games since 2017, because the longer this game goes, the continuity, the combinations are just looking much more fluid.
We saw the brains trust Jamwinga flanked by
Oh, oh no. Oh, great. Oh, great. Great. Scotland's second game after this, after the first one, is Australia. They got one good player in their team and he's injured. He got injured even before the tournament began. And even you told me he was a good player. AKA his name was called Lachlan Coote. Yeah, because he got injured just before the tournament. Unfortunately. And that's now made that Scotland won't win a single game because he's like their main marksman, felt basically being the best player in their team. England versus yeah. So next Saturday I'm not going to be able to do England versus France because it clashes with Chelsea Manchester United. Well done, Premier League. I would have originally been able to do England versus France, but because you changed Chelsea and Man United's game to Saturday, now I can't. What games have I got tomorrow? I'll be able to do... Oh, that'll be a good game, Samoa versus Greece.
Coming on to replace Tui Kamikamica. Both of the players involved in that collision going off at the moment. So Chris Kendall just trying to tie up the scrum here. Both sides struggling to complete it. Eventually it comes out one. Trying to hit that short side for Fiji. Big raps on this youngster.
In the clouds.
Respect to our reputations that time. Tangles with the Australian defence, gets his side a penalty for offside.
Such a mobile middle unit with Trbojevic and Murray. Just defensively, Matt, everything that Fiji throw out in the...
Yeah. That's... London Broncos are the rugby club are shite. Come on, Fiji! You're so close! You're so close! Get some points on the board. Go on! Yes! Yes! No! Oh my God! Oh.
Yeah, they get the ball back and they get very lucky that they're not getting the ball back. Not behind their own sticks.
You don't back.
A hair's breadth away from getting on that. No, it was a long ball and Wakadriki knocks the ball backwards.
There's a challenge here.
Well, he's definitely touched it. There must be asking for a knock-on first for Fiji. I'm guessing. That's a clear, another clear decision for me. Unless I'm missing something, Matt, I'm not sure. Chelsea's going to get back from this.
They sound like they're getting even worse. But I bet he decided, oh, I'm not going to catch it, I'm just going to leave it.
What's wrong with the settler? Coruscant just in dialogue.
And most times you praise Mika Sifu. A lot of the time you said he's always class.
Edges his way to within a couple of metres of the sticks here. Coruscant throws a little double punt.
It doesn't help when he's got a player like that who costs him tries when he could have a load for internationally.
Opened up the space.
Lifting everything. Mika Sivo was just running.
To,
He might be big and strong, but he wouldn't have needed any of that strength there. He'd have just bounced over the
well,
line.
if that, I'm going to use this as an example. If it was in an NRL game, he would have already scored 2 or 3 by now.
That finds the winger. He hits the centre.
Yeah, he's got it off it. Yeah.
That's for sure. That was a big chance. So Valentine Holmes skipping on the outside. Now Grant letting him play the ball. Looking tricky. Putting himself about that time. Cherry Evans to Nanai. Who's been escorted across the field there by some of those Fijian defenders. Eventually called out. Grant, little ball to Tedesco. Nice little pass on to Valentine Holmes. Any space being afforded. They're going to have to work it themselves here. Grant into Murray.
And that's all because of one player for Fiji does not know how to hold on to a ball.
Kangaroos pouring forward with real belief now.
And you wanna know what's weird? And I've just realised this. They both play in exactly the same position, and they are both one's a centre and one's a standoff, and they both can't hold the ball. Well, literally, one of them's a centre, and his main job is to hold on to a ball. And he's the one that you said that Mika Civil should have scored a try, and he's the one who messed it up.
Really smart footwork from a back rower. Checking in, chiving that time.
Yep, so basic. Yeah.
Trying to unlock the defence with his manly teammate.
Yep, so that means if you can't do that, then there's no point of him ever playing as a centre.
Pressure here. Grant swings one way and swings back the rest. Here comes Tedesco. Nice footwork from James Tedesco. That's the skipper. Come on with the score. Yes.
Need to have a look at better players.
Fleet of foot. Sharp of mind. Score of try. And Australia well and truly have their opening.
That is it. That is it. Someone's World Cup is over.
In the world. He gets the ball and there's nothing really on. And Happy Coruscant in front of him. Watch the number 9 for Fiji. He slides across and he just opens the gap. You know, Mokajiki goes out and Coruscant, because he's fit,
We already-
can't shut that gap. The gap gets bigger and the strength and the speed
We all-
and the determination.
We already know BBC Sport that Reece James is going to miss the World Cup.
And then he's come off his right foot too strong. The gap's too big. Try attack.
But at least he can give him time to heal back and get ready to start the second half of the season for us.
Four in green and gold for him in his Kangaroos career. Mal Meningus still fairly reserved about everything. Adrian Lamb looking a little happier to his left. Valentine Holmes with a chance to slot this. Cowboys man
Valentine Holmes shite.
went down to the NFL with the New York Jets. Back in rugby league and enjoying his life and his football in Townsville. And here in Leeds tonight too. And many outside back threats for Australia. This Holmes
He looked like he missed.
pops it through again. I thought he missed that, but it's sailed through.
Yeah, he struck a treat tonight. Not look
You know what's funny? Even the commentator said, "Has he missed?"
that gap between Mokajiki and Happy Coruscant. You just see
Yeah, because the commentator, one of them said, "Oh, it looked like he missed," and then one of them said, "It's curved to be able to go in."
missed 7, and that's because of the work that they did in that first half, the pressure that Australia put them under, Australia going through the
Yeah.
I think there's a few more points in this match.
Yeah, still a good quarter of the game, just under a quarter of the game to go. Carrigan rattles it in just as he did to great effect for Queensland in Origin. Most of these players, plenty talked about inexperience in inverted commas of this Australia team, but so many of them are playing Origin, so many of them are playing in grand finals. Certainly inexperience at the international level, and well, they battle hard in other arenas.
Mano, his name's Murray.
Drifting across field white in that time, just bringing Trebojevic into play. Now they're finding their groove on.
Yeah, but the Tuolangi that he said his first name's Murray.
Come on, if there's anything quick he runs, his deception around the ruck like he's just shown. You know, now he's finding Whiten with the ball. But anything he's scheming around the ruck and he just looks so different.
Or he can go with your namesake, Dale Finucane. Go with your namesake, Dale Finucane. He needs to start playing well. While Cronulla needs to actually get his game up. We've got a Tuolangi in rugby union, but at the moment he's injured.
Rotating their troops with the game in the bag. Fiji trying to throw something at them here.
And that Tuolangi. And someone put. Oh, okay. Does this mean that this player's got some paint stripper on? I got it better. I'm not going to notice who it is because they're all wearing a shirt that's got white on it.
He's definitely that. He's a big, impressionable guy. So he's leading this side home.
Control Mitchell taking it into the Fiji line, making them work as he gains some yardage here. Crichton, big good step there from Crichton as he ploughed his way forward. And he only
I'm trying to notice, but I'm not actually seeing it yet.
Happy Coruscant. Little flick pass out to his pal Murray Talangi. That's a combination they've worked on in training.
Yeah, great little ball. He's a dangerous player in Nana. Good feet, good offloads. Great skill for a back rower.
Jerry Evans finds Granadu, finds himself on the floor.
I've still not seen it.
Looking for an offload.
Oh, now I have. It's number 1.
Then his progress is halted in the
Let's see where he plays on the pitch. Where he is, but found his name. I found his name. He's actually fullback. Oh my God, that guy has to come up against James Tedesco. What? Oh, and the guy who I like, who's has to go up against that Militao Villagulapani. Plays for All FC. And that guy's got to contain that. And Tuolangi is going up against Sivu.
making Taruba work for yardage. Finish on halfway through Wakeham's kick. Straight down the throat of Murray Talangi.
Do not give the ball to Adukar because he might use his motorcycle legs. I score motorcycle legs because the motorcycles go absolutely that quick.
You know, they've got to be better at the end of the sets for the kicking game.
Jerry Evans drifting, finds Trebojevic.
I would love to see him in a foot race against Usain Bolt.
Poised to take that into space here, and he's poked his nose through. Clever kick, watchalong to get his second, and that is a magnificent score.
Another try, folks, for Australia.
Again, he scored one. He's got out there and shrugged a few tackles off. But it's the pace he explodes with to put him into that position. He spots it straight away. And Josh Adok Adokar, he's not right being in the middle of the field. He's the left wing that pops up on the right side. And when he gets a sniff, the fox that we call him, Josh Adokar, number 9, finds a second try of the game. He's one of the players that all the kids over here love watching because he's got that X factor. But I think Harry Grant, he's been sensational tonight. As we see him jump out, a couple of tight defenders. But then to sum this up and put the kick in, you know, when you've got someone of that pace and you put a foot race on with kick out and Josh Adokar, there's only one winner.
It's the awareness, isn't it, as well at full pelt, to just roll a kick.
It's the awareness and the execution at full pelt, and that's not really something that you see with most hookers, especially when they've got the speed. You often see some creative hookers. Cameron Smith, one of the best ever, you know, who created, but he didn't have that pace. He didn't have the pace to go through like that. You know, if he did, I think no one would have been able to play against him. But Harry Grant is, you know, he's really making a name for himself in Australia.
Come on, Valentine Holmes. Miss. Miss. Oh, you lucky git. But also we should count ourselves lucky because Makinson did that in his kick and he hit one of them off the post.
There's still a fair bit to go, 12 minutes, just under 12 minutes left. They just need to make sure that they don't let this performance collapse and, you know, sink in a load of points like Samoa did against England earlier on in the day.
Yeah, they're going to be fatigued. Australia are ensured that will be the case. 70 minutes almost on the clock. So Australia convincingly in front here. Let's go down to Damien at pitch height. Some news for us.
Just a very quick update, actually, on an injury.
What other right backs can England get for the World Cup?
Had a nasty clash of heads. He's had a head injury assessment. All the usual protocols were gone through, and his race is run for the evening.
I don't think I even know what right backs are going to be available for the World, or which we can pick for the World Cup now. We're buggered. Because there's literally now no Reece James, there's no Kyle Walker, and no Trent. So basically it would only be Kieran Trippier and that's it. Oh no, please, Gareth Southgate, do not pick Ben Shite. We'll get absolutely battered and bruised on that side.
Fiji ball. Shadow Carr, who's had a remarkable game. Jamwinga's cracked a smile. Clearly feeling a little bit more comfortable.
Oh yeah, he'll be happy, I think. No, the way it's probably exactly what you want in your first game for a while. No, it was a tough contest, it's been physical. They've been challenged, they went behind early. But then they found the groove, haven't they, Matt? They found the groove. Defensively, they've looked magnificent. One try off a kick very early in the piece. And apart from that, they've not really looked like, you know, conceding again.
The combo wide that time. Comes Leah Lavave. And Fiji edging closer to it.
Come on, Fiji, get him a try, please.
Gets it onto Wakeham. Rolled up again by Sadrundu. They're in range here. Tangi to him over Drake.
Oh, that's a crunching challenge.
Fiji certainly throwing the kitchen sink here. Drake. Kick ricochets. Squares up. Nice little hands. Can we commit it to one? Can they get the ball out wide? Montgomery runs into a bit of a cul-de-sac that time, and the chance goes begging for Fiji.
Yeah, he run in circles then, and I think, you know, that was out of frustration. I think if he'd have gone the quick hands to his winger there, Mikasivo, sorry, it's Villaki Japani on that wing, he'd have had a chance.
Yeah, Village Japani. Yeah, Fijian players are too slow to release the ball in a very good situation. They try and make it difficult for themselves every time.
Opponents, Valentine Holmes looking for a little bit of space to work in here. Australia well and truly in their groove, opening up with a big win here. Tedesco takes him stopping, finds Holmes. Holmes trying to get on the outside now. They're finding gaps. Although the pass to Talangi wasn't able to stick, and Fiji will get the ball back in.
They're just playing out now. Fiji are out on the feet, just looking at the players. You know, they've put so much effort in. And it's pretty cruel when you walk off the field and the scoreline reflects. You know, it doesn't look like you've tried hard, it doesn't look like you've put all that effort in, but they have tonight. They've just come up against a really good Australia side. A little bit rusty at the start of the game, Australia man, but yeah, they're really getting into the groove now.
So Brandon Wakeup feeds the ball into the scrum. It'll come out to Makazimo, who stood first receiver off that set piece and gets his side of penalty offside, and it's a differential penalty here, so I mean, they won't kick for goal from there anyway, but they can't. As the ball goes to touch. Scrum-based penalty. Tap that time over Amy. After Tricky moves it on. And it's the ever-dependable Kevin Kamitha who will be feeling those bruises, but he's worked so hard. So it's Tangi Tuimura. Tangi Tuimura.
Come on, Fiji!
Finds the Kumbawai. Now the back. Oh, Jamwinga. Oh, Nana, put him down at the clock.
I didn't look man.
Awkward.
That didn't look good. There was no malice in it, but
The guy with a white head.
that looked ugly from the start. It looked like he was going to crack him and he picked his feet off the floor. See on the replay now, Brandon Wakeup picked up and dropped. Luckily it didn't go any further. For both players, I believe.
Nanai. It's one of those who really try and hit under the ball, but
The guy who plays as a fullback or a winger for Penrith Panthers.
Lost his copybook a little bit there, but no, he's been fantastic all night, especially with the ball.
Leo Levave. Fiji in range here.
Come on, Fiji!
Another score. Just for a bit of extra pride. Wakeham. Kikau. Blocking stuff from him. Taken in by Tangi Tuimura again.
Oh!
Just pops up the pass. Really stretching the Australians. Kikau. Again, really desperate defence from those in green and gold. They don't want to be breached again. Tangi Tuimura. Back to Wakeham. It's a
Yes!
Back to Wakeham.
Whitehead, idiot, the score! Come on, Whitehead! Give Fiji! Fiji! Or what I call my favourite thing with Fiji, aka Fiji Water has scored! Yeah? Please say he scored. Oh my god. The only good thing about you, Fiji, is you made some goddamn good water.
You know, it's a good reward for that, man.
Yeah, that's football skills as well, isn't it? From Sunia Turuva. He's got a
Nice, cheap and refreshing.
the Fijian fullback tonight. He's had to work hard. He's not had too much by way of attacking opportunities just because the Australians...
Fiji! But sorry, Fiji, I want you to lose to Scotland.
Talented young player.
And that's me being nice.
Pop this one over. Just arouse another cheer from around Headingley here.
Come on, at least get this, please. You're literally right in front of the post.
Sided, thankfully. So Brandon Wakeham has...
How have you decided you're right in front of the post?
That's two scores for Fiji and two big moments that they'll remember.
Yeah, well, remember that, and it was two great kicks.
Even my dog could have scored that, and he doesn't even have legs to stand on.
There's been a lack of creativity in the halves for Fiji, but the reward there. Portugal scores the try.
No, I'll give it to the guy with the blonde hair. He's the best player. Miko Silva wouldn't take it. I don't think he's in the right the right part of their fear. Except it's weird. It's weird. It's weird that they have got a scrum half taking it. They got a scrum half taking it. What's the point? That guy doesn't even do much. All he does is just pass the ball and boots the ball, and that's it. He does bugger all game other than that.
Fantastic. He got the one-on-one before that set him on the charge. His kicking game's been great all night, threatening, putting him in good positions, but just his overall threat when he has the ball. You know, he's just looked really.
What weird name, Monster?
Really dangerous for me. The player of the match, Cameron Monster.
So the Melbourne Storm half who is rejected offers from the Dolphins to move away from Melbourne, where he has been such a key figure.
You can come to Granola and make us a better force to be reckoned with. You can come to Granola and make us a force. Yeah. We must be good. We must be a good team if we got Ronaldo and we got like Dale Finger-Kane. That guy must be worth a buck or two. And it's because of one particular player who I cannot stand, and since then he is now a sworn enemy, and that guy is going to get no respect from me. And his name is Valentine freaking Holmes, because he's a cunt. He's a cunt and I'm a cunt. Can't stand you, Valentine freaking Holmes. Hope you go and live in a swamp and don't ever return. Hope you come up against England in this tournament and we come and absolutely batter you and teach you that you are a leaking pile of shite.
Helping them in the absence of Joe Ravanni. So, best wishes to Joe Ravanni, by the way. I'm a Sheffield Eagles man.
Oh yeah, because the manager is a Sheffield, the ex-Sheffield Eagles player. So good. Respect!
Ruthless at times tonight, certainly after the break.
That guy has all the love in the world. Hopefully it's not too serious. Ah, so the one time... Oh yeah, they said their manager who's in hospital, he's ex-Sheffield Eagles. Their coach. Respect! And hopefully get well. Respect on that. Full time, folks. Fiji 8, Australia 42. Like, subscribe, with notification to get the post. See you guys tomorrow for Chelsea versus Aston Villa. And remember who else is playing. Because I keep forgetting every time. There's so many. Jamaica versus Ireland. And New Zealand versus Lebanon in the FIFA, in the Rugby League World Cup. Like,